peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing again. House. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. House. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He got 29 yards that time.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. House. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So the Broncos coming out now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They run the counter now on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, here we go. No, check.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. In motion left goes Jones. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go. What? None. What? None. Hey, cut in right. Cut in. Flex round. Flex round.
On first down, House trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Off the bootleg. House. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, House. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And to give this time to the tailback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Come on, let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. House. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to the booth right after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Jones now in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
On 1st and 10. House. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Operating from the gun. House. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Looking to throw. House. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw again. House. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. He's on the football, contesting everything.
On 3rd down, House. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's got room. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The gain of 39 that time.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Fresh set of downs here. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Back to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And to give this time to the tailback. Open space inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down, goal to go from the 6. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That's a 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on second down. House. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back live here now in Salt Lake City. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go!
Play action. House. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff working right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go!
Off the play fake. House. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. House. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Defense showing blitz.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Back there. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down. That's Malone. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The defense may be content to give him 9 there as it brings up 4th and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
34 yards there and a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Here we go.
Throwing again. House. Over the middle, complete. That's Beck. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. House. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
So out come the Raiders. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor. But it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.